Hi, so today we're going to discuss about mathematical intuition. What is a mathematical intuition? So it is coming out across a problem and using your logical instinct to pull out an answer. So it's basically our logical instinct or logical reasoning when it comes to math. So there are certain ways to develop our intuition. So first off, we could start memorizing basic math facts such as the multiplication table, understanding the concepts of the constants such as pi, and mastering the four basic operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Next up, we have the number sense. In here, we are going to memorize the answers on basic calculations and make some shortcuts. From this, memorize the answers on basic calculations. We already know, for example, like the answer for 1 plus 1 or 24 plus 1, something like that. Next is, we learn to estimate the answers. If the numbers are big, such as 4-digit numbers or 3-digit numbers, or when multiplying them, we could infer that, for example, every number multiplied by 10, we are just going to add 0 on the end on the product. And next off, we have the mental math. We practice mental math when we don't use pen and paper when solving some basic math problems such as 19 plus 20 is equal to 39, something like that. Next up, so we have to try to look for patterns. Do not be afraid that you won't get the right answer, and see what comes next. Lastly, link algebra and geometry to your intuitions. Try to think of an application in real life and apply it to math. Try to substitute some values and constants and explore further. From this, try to substitute some values and constants. We try to manipulate the formulas that we already know. Manipulating formulas towards a problem would help us solve another problem. In here, intuition applies. But remember, intuition gives us framework. It's like a scaffolding of our thoughts. Oftentimes, these are not true. Sometimes it's best when we really analyze our ideas before sticking to just one. That would be all. Thank you.
So for today, we're gonna be talking about proof. But first, what is proof? Proof is a mathematical statement that is proven to be true. Three basic proof techniques used in mathematics: direct proof, proof by contradiction, and proof by induction. We will prove that P then Q using the previous three approaches. In each case, we will prove the following statement: the sum of any two consecutive numbers is odd. Definition 1. Any integer number n is even if and only if there is an existing k integer such as n equals 2k. Definition 2. Any integer number n is odd if there is an existing k integer such as n equals 2k plus 1. Definition 3. Two integer a and b are consecutive if it is only b equals a plus 1. The statement is the sum of any two consecutive numbers is odd may not feel like P then Q statement, but when we phrase it, if A and B are consecutive numbers, then the sum of A and B is odd. The basic idea of a direct proof of P then Q is 1. Assume that P is true. 2. Use P to show that Q is true. So, assume A, B are consecutive. We know that B equals A plus 1. So, A plus 1 equals A plus 1 equals 2A plus 1 equals 2K plus 1, where K is an integer.